Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to map number 2. It's dust2, and while only one of the two teams is actually going to be making it through this stage, it will be our quarterfinal, of course. Semi-finals are ready and waiting for us. Sprout is already there, and while either Fragsters or AGO are going to be joining them. Now AGO unable to really put too much of a fight up over in that first map. Mirage, their choice, didn't go the way it planned. And, well, we do have them now over on dust2, which is the choice of Fragsters. Interesting to see, obviously, Snatchy's last hurrah with this AGO roster. As many of you, or if not all of you, are aware, he will be joining Virtus Pro. So, yes, for people asking, he is playing. So, oh, even Daniel is here from Sprout. I've got to be nice. I love that team. It's down. Already going to be kicking things off. PHR able to get a double tap back. Torben looking for more, but PHR's just kicking it at the moment. Already finding himself 3 kills in this round. And it's going to be the T's now getting themselves the bomb down over on that A site. Rotation coming in from Bubsky. Nice shot from Refresh, netting one back, looking for his second, but can't quite find it. In fact, both players will go down. AGO will take themselves the pistol round. PHR with 4 of the 5 kills. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Either way, we do have a double scout in. I'm always a big fan of the double scouts, because I just feel like it's got so much potential to do damage, although it's normally a little bit better with CZs behind it. Nade will be there to kick off the first kill, and while this is already going very well for the T side, almost looked like Refresh was about to pull off a worldie of a shot with that scout, but instead it is going to be Furlan to close things down. I'm pretty sure he's already got more kills than he got in the whole first half of the previous map, which sort of shows how poor a performance it really was for Furlan. So hopefully he'll step up. Obviously you can sort of say that from AGO's perspective, this is a day that, well, you can sort of let them off a little bit if they're not up to the highest of standards. Obviously, they've lost one of their best players and friends. No, they've been together for a long, long time. So, they're obviously going to be happy for him, I imagine. Like VP, you know, they pay that $. But at the same time, this is a process they've been working on for quite a while, and it's got to be a little bit sad to see him go. Either way, 3-0. We will have the buyback in. Dragonfly will have his AWP in play. Snatchy with one on the other side. And he was still pretty damn good on the other side. You say good to see Snatchy get his chance. Personally, I think AGO are better than Virtus Pro anyway. So it's so far, all it seems to be is a chance at some more cash. Like, I think AGO, like, building looked like they were going to get to a point where they could actually challenge versus some decent teams. So I wouldn't say this is really getting a chance just yet. It's a big step up from VP's other players. Either way, it's going to be the push in towards the B site. Bubsky even, is going to be there. Just pulled back, Snatchy pushing in, but he is quick on that trigger. No doubt it is a good pickup, but well, goodbye. Down through that smoke. It's going to be left onto Torben. Left into a 1 versus 2. This B-side retake is not an easy one, although as of yet, it's not really a retake. The bomb has not gone down just yet. And while Snatchy is just going to close this out. It's sort of like a double-edged sword here, because if he plays really well and they get to the next stage of the qualifier, they're in the next stage of the qualifier. If he plays really bad and they go out, it's sort of like, okay, well, whatever. But if the fact is he plays really well, they get through it, it's sort of like, well, we don't have this guy for the LAN. So, yeah. Three scouts now. That's the plan. Just keep adding in more scouts. And eventually, you will get more kills. Torben, the man with the CZ, is going to be the one to open things out. One of the scouts has already hit the deck. Scouts are hitting some tags. Couple of low players. And that Deagle becomes more deadly by the second. A chest shot could take both of them down. Dragonfly is going to be waiting with the scout, but doesn't quite manage to hit the shot. Will hit a third. That's 3 players now tagged. Make that a 4th, as pretty much every single player is left low. Where's the scout? If they can get onto the cross, there's actually a decent chance here, but that smoke is deep and is not going to allow for any vision. Stown is ready and waiting on the site. The Molotov, that's not going to reach him. But that will. Furler just straight through the box. Ruins the youngster and leaves 2 scouts remaining. Slim chance for much to be done by Fragsters in this one. Snatchy, ready and waiting for the peak. Fairly low on HP. He has a lot more to lose than what's on the other side. PHR still going to be taking the fights, though. Yeah, 5 scouts is what it's about. I think that's what you were looking to say, Malik. You got to make it rhyme, then it sounds better. Or worse. And, well, Torben even going to go down right at the end. Not that it really matters, as the CT side are going to come back in with the buy. Dragonfly once again saving for his AWP. Winner of map 2, heavily in favor of Fragsters, in fact. I can understand this is their map choice, and after the first map, things went pretty well for them, but, well, 5-0 start already for AGO. Third map of Train is ready and waiting. Flash is good, but Snatchy's actually going to get away from it. Will now take some control of Long. They've got 3 players here for the CT side, but they're not willing to challenge. They're going to fall back, play a little bit more passively, and Snatchy will catch one out in the open. However, he will fall in return. Back to a 4v4. Make that a 3v3 as Stown will catch another, but is caught by PHR back. And while Boobski, going down on the other side of the map, leaves it into a 3v2. The CTs with a disadvantage. Fresh knows there's a man here. Should be able to take this fight, and just about does. The door actually shielding him from a lot of the damage that seemed to be coming through. Refresh and Torben left to try and hold on, but, well, Refresh will go down with very little impact. And it will now be the T's with an advantage once again. Quickly, and Tao's going to put him down. 6-0 AGO running away from things at the moment, and I feel like Fragsters is maybe where you need a bit more of a pause. I do believe they recently actually changed, or either changed or removed their coach. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was their coach, or a manager at least. So maybe pauses won't quite be as effective for Fragsters as they were. the best start for Dragonfly, as was highlighted, but he will find one here, and the aggression of the CZs may be about to net them their first round as Refresh gets himself a double. Snatchy now left all alone, and well, this would have to be one hell of a hurrah. And well, that's a pretty beautiful setup now that's brought in from the CT side. Are we going to get double AWPs and 3 AKs? Or is Refresh, is he going to ruin it? Go on, buy an AWP. Ah. That's just Counter-Strike, innit? That is the thing that just, well, I want to say ruins it. It makes it more exciting, but it's just, like, you don't get punished as much as you used to. Like, you just don't. I know there's always really been sort of like an OP pistol for like a few years now, but just the ability to win rounds like that with pure aggression. Giants lost their last game versus B-Pro with a manager. Well, that doesn't sound good. CT side, definitely the best buy we've seen from them so far. Chance to really build back into this one. Now, AGO have taken a fair bit of damage, especially in the last round, obviously. Ireland looking much better on D2, that's for sure. And looking to try and take control of the middle. That utility being expended. Refresh will manage one, but it's Furlan to trade things back. Peek through the smoke coming from Stown, but he will fall with no response. And well, Dragonfly and Torben are left into a situation where they're forced to save. AGO are going to bounce back very, very quickly. And Fragsters, for a map choice, this is going horribly wrong. And I feel like this is sort of the most obvious map where, unless like it is a strong choice for you, a team can easily just steal it away if they're just having a good day individually. That's the sort of problem. Like, I don't feel like there's been any real changes in in-depth strategy on this map for a long time. And also, the CT side, I feel like it comes so much down to reads rather than actually, like how you actually play the map. Because if you have a strong read on the situation, you take gambles. That's how you have to play the CT side. That's why you sometimes see 3 long. You might see a couple of players over in B, a bit more of a heavy mid presence. So if your opposition just goes the other way, you're in real trouble. And the biggest problem that we've seen so far from Fragsters is having a control over the B side, which is actually fairly unusual because the B side is literally a tunnel. You're running into what should be a blender. So here we go. Groovy going to be picking up the SG. Not a very common weapon, but can be pretty tanky. Ooh, speaking of tanky, Furlan, he's ripping off heads at the moment. Don't give this man a second's notice. I don't know where he was in the first man. Maybe he was saving all of his energy.
Bomb has been planted.
All the games so far have been 2-1. Well, no. That's just not true. There's been a load of 2-0s. I know, I've casted them. Already though. Well, the CT side just opting to try and save their weaponry here. It will be 8-1. Already the half goes the way of AGO. It looks like deathmatch. Welcome to dust2. Please enjoy your stay here. I imagine the hotels are probably fairly cheap. Don't have that much of a view. Especially, wait, up the top left is not a bad view. Here we go. T's looking for an aggressive push towards this B site. It's going to be Groovy once again with that SG. I am surprised this weapon isn't brought in more often. Like, obviously the AK is a one tap, but just that little scope, the chance to tap away, very accurate. pushing already. Groovy and Furlan combined to get a quick double. And Snatchy, again, this lurk AWP just in the back lines, just pinning them down. And 3 simplistic kills, given so much time. And hey, Fragsters have decided, you know what, I've looked at my watch. I think it's time we take a pause, because our best case scenario is 6 rounds. Best case. Snatchy currently 12-5. Dragonfly has 1 kill. Torben has 1 kill. It's only Refresh, who currently has more than his whole team combined after 10 rounds. Bit worrying. Bit worrying. If you're reading chat, you're doing a great job. Thank you. I appreciate that. Obviously, Fragsters has managed to win the choice of their opponents over on Mirage. Train is the 3rd map. At the moment, though, they're just being torn apart individually. PHR has died once in 10 round. Once. Yeah, it's true. Here's 1 shot as well. There we go. CT side, after their pause, have managed to get themselves a double opener towards long. The challenge finally taken. They actually sent 4 players over towards A in the early rounds, which is a big change, but worked out wonderfully. Snatchy looking to just take an individual duel over to... What's this? He is so quick. And Furlan again adds another to the death toll. Left into a 3 versus 3. Going to be peeking round. Refresh should have him dead to rights. PHR. That's another. It is going to be the B side under the control of the T side once again. Snatchy and PHR. Again, PHR's died once. Snatchy is the top fragger. I don't know who else you'd want in this scenario. CT's, I think, even second guessing whether they go for this. Well, kicking against him. Nice shot from Torben. We'll give them the opener, and he's actually going to go in and get the second as well. I wonder if he actually has enough time for this. I think he's just about got it as well, so it will be the CT side at least getting themselves a second round on the board here. Nice retake in the end. If there was no language barrier, the level of teams that could be made. Yeah, no, I do think that, like, obviously that does cause some issues. Like, maybe we'd get, like, some of the teams that we've currently got with better synergy. I don't know how much of an effect it has in, like, the Brazilian teams. I know that Cold was someone who had to learn English to sort of be fitting into this team a little bit better. So I don't know, I think it'd be very interesting, but obviously languages are an issue, so who knows. Early damage already done. Torben is going to be there to find himself a kill on the board, and Ruby left completely blinded with no support. Will fall as well. Every time, 2-man advantage gathered by Fragsters, and again, it's traded back into a 3 versus 3. Make that just 2, as Dragonfly has fallen as well. Nice position. Refresh, but it won't matter. An instant reset onto Fragsters after a round that they probably shouldn't have won in the last. I'm starting to wonder if this map is over already. It's been an unbelievable performance from AGO on dust2. Dragonfly, who was the absolute star of the show. That's the craziest thing. He was on Mirage, he was running it. Absolutely running the show. Now he goes on to dust2, which is the hometown of AWPers. And he's being schooled. Absolutely schooled. Imagine a team with Device, Glaive, Dupree, Zipix, and Matt. Ah, ha, ha! I see what you did there. Ready and waiting. It's going to be a few stats padded. Nice shot from Torben. Will take down PHR and... well, doesn't last for long. Dragonfly left alone in a 1 versus 3. In the previous map, I might have some faith in his ability to do this. Okay, that's a bit much from Towers. I'm going to jump over your bullet and peek back. Anyway, It won't matter though. Dragonfly unable to connect onto Snatchy, taking very confident peeks at this point, and AGO just, well, walking all over the Danes. Second pistol round. Once again, looking like a quick, simplistic round for the T side, who are going to hit their 12th. It's my favorite AK skin. Probably my one, which is a red line with 4 gold electronic stickers on it, which, stupidly, I put a Twitter poll up with suggestions for the names. My friend suggested the AK-47 hairline, and that obviously won by an absolute landslide, so that is what it is called. But it is still my favorite. Once again, CTs are going to have themselves a fight. And they are going to open things up. I'm not really believing when they find these openers anymore. I've been hurt before. I've been fooled before. This time, though, seems to be working out. Down will miss his spray a bit and stuck around the Molotov with so many players to find, but it seems like Fragsters finally find their form in the last round of the half. It will be 12-3. Of course, the Counter-Strike music is back in action, as you can't turn it off, which is superb, by the way. I'm very glad that they've done that. Yeah, Dragonfly has gone from being pretty much the best player in the server in the last map to hands down the worst in this one. Dragonfly. It's not getting any better for him. He's already been dinked up to within inches of his life. 13 HP for the AWPer. He's looking to try and split their way through mid. Ruby has been spotted. Dragonfly looked like he had a free kill there, but doesn't manage to connect the shot. There we go. He's doubled his kills. He's on the board once again. Could this be his resurgence? They're definitely going to need him if there's any way they'll bring this back. Berlin, ready and waiting, tapping away. Down is gone. Doesn't get much of a chance to face. Yeah, Snatchy has joined VP, but has said he will finish this qualifier with AGO. That's why he is here today. Quite nice of him, actually. I wonder if that was actually written into the deal or if that is just him being a friendly guy. Obviously, only 20 years old, so still got a long future ahead of him in Counter-Strike. I'd be interested to know the numbers there, because I realize I'm pretty sure that they signed contracts not too long ago, so it must have cost a bit of money for VP to do that, but he definitely seems worth the cash. PHR will be ready and waiting, but all he's going to find is a bullet to the face, and Bob Cow trying to tap away at these low players, but can't quite find the kills. Luckily, Grooby's there on the cross. Dragonfly trying to take the fight, and actually will get his 4th kill of the round. He's gone from having 1 kill in the first half to potentially an ace in the first round. Looking for that final kill, as Furlan is all that is left of this CT side defense. Dragonfly will not get the ace, but he definitely does enough. He goes from 1 to 13 to 5 to 14. Definitely stepping up already in this second half. The fact is, though, they have got such a long way to go. 12 to 4. T-side actually... Okay, Oh, they've got a fairly risky buy into this one. I don't know if there's any more rifles down. There is, okay, a couple of AKs. That's not so bad. Scouts, both Ruby and Tau. Fairly interesting. Neither of them are on Snatchy, but I suppose he's saving for the AWP. Fallon. Aggressive in the middle is going to instantly take down Dragonfly. It is a quick trade, and in fact, he will fall as well. I did have a good birthday, thank you. Even catching off one of the remaining men, and with that aggression, they may actually just go backing in towards the B site. Normally suggests there's not going to be anybody there if there's a man actually pushing through the tunnels. I suppose, announcing this, I think the timing's a bit off, but at the same time, I think there was a deadline, wasn't there? For, like, teams within the major. I don't know when it was, but I know it was very soon. So, I don't know if VP actually had a choice if they were going to be using... Yeah, 5th of August. I suppose they could have waited to see if they lost this match, but... realistically, they had to announce it within the next 3 days anyway. Either way, it is going to be 12-5. At least the T's do manage to get themselves back onto the ball once again. Yeah, it was announced a long time ago through leaks, so it's not like this was really new news. It would be quite funny if VP now... Well, I don't know how... They beat Hellraisers earlier, didn't they, in Shanghai? So they are still in the tournament. If they win it, I think that'd be quite funny. Not that it's the, like, best teams in that tournament, but even CT side. Okay, this is a little bit spicy. They've gone very aggressive in towards middle. They've already found themselves a couple of kills, and... Oh, now it's down... to the CT, or the T side, sorry, to try and turn this back. Furlan, decent position, but can't quite find the shots. But Bobsky is alone. Tau, ready and waiting. Himself the scalp, but also doesn't have himself a face. Rotation will be coming through. Decent position again from PHR, but an awful lot left to do. Shouldn't get away with anything here, although surprisingly doing quite a lot of damage. And in fact, his teammate's just going to opt to leave just to make sure that at least the bomb will go down. It's down. Left alone. He's going to have Snatchy pushing in towards him here. It is going to be down to put Snatchy down in the end. Do you think that AGO will take Morels for the LAN? I thought they were already going to sign Spiro. Alrighty. Looking for that early pick in towards middle. The T side are just going to rush straight in towards the B side. PHR ready and waiting alongside Tau. They've thrown out a decent amount of utility and done quite a lot of damage already. PHR already spraying down 2 players. A third picked up by his teammate as well, and leaves Dragonfly and Torben fighting what seems like an unwinnable battle. I don't really know why Torben tried to take that fight through the smoke. Maybe just wanting to end this round as quickly as humanly possible, but... well, Dragonfly is going to let it burn on a little bit longer. So try and hold on to this AWP. He's got a long time to do it. Already. We'll be spotting out Snatchy, who's just going to run away. Battle of the Orps will just end in the crossing of the streams, as now we can see the CTs pushing in. I don't think he realizes, though, that Furlan's already got past the threshold. Flashbang will actually catch him for a second, but it's not going to matter. Straight back onto the border, AGO, once the buy is in their hands. The T's, well, the buy won't be pretty if they do go for it, but they're going to have to buy them soon. You'd like to see another NA shuffle. I don't know. I feel like that could be quite difficult, though, because you've seen a couple of the players lost, obviously, to Made in Brazil. Cloud9, okay, granted, they will make changes, but that's not so much a shuffle. NRG, like, realistically, they've had a couple of qualifications. I don't think they're going to be too keen to make any changes just yet. They actually qualified for the StarSeries line as well. I don't know. It's sort of like, obviously if Cloud9 want to buy any other players in the scene, they can. Like, financially, they're definitely one of the better teams, but I don't really know who they would purchase. You want to see Spira and AGO? Isn't that already happening? Here we go. Back in once again, the T side, they will purchase, and Refresh has been handed the AWP solely for the purpose of finding this early pick, but absolutely nobody facing. MBK and Apex would cost a lot of money, but I believe that it was Apex was saying that the buyout is no longer 800k. Like, it is less than that. I think that was said in one of the articles with him. They're just going to be coming in onto long. Furlan trying to slow them down. Has his secondary AWP in hand. Teammates will be there on the cross. Nade should actually do a bit of damage, but not anything too crazy. Snatch already though, picking up a double. It is just an absolute shutdown. Dragonfly. He'll just leave the server, and while he's come back and he's hitting shots, make of that what you will. Furlan looking for the peak. The flashbang is perfect, but can't actually hunt the man down. PHR even going to slightly miss the bullets. Maybe he's entered God mode for a second or two, just to try and steal his team around, but Furlan eventually will prove that wrong. 14-6. Now the T side have that sort of horrible scenario of just not having the money over the last few rounds. Dragonfly already dead within the first few seconds. The rest of the players, well, they're just kind of hoping for a bomb plant. Already going to be pushing in, and, well, this has been an absolute ruining. Can't expect too much, as it will be 15-6, and now the T's get themselves a last-ditch effort. Not going to be an impressive buy, and, well, it hasn't been an impressive match from this team. First map went so well, and then the second swinging into AGO's favor. The overall statistics now for who will win this series. Once again, the T's were at least in the early round. Aggressive pushing towards the apartments. Not the apartments, sorry. The T site, the tunnels. Wrong map. Snatchy. Oh, is he wants to get two. He's waiting. No, I'm kidding. It's over. This is more than over. There's only Dragonfly left. And it is done. AGO are going to take themselves map number 2, which means we are heading in onto a third. Join me after the break. Also type !caster because I'm a sellout and I want you to follow me on Twitter.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.